Welcome to the Chef's Kitchen Healthy Fine Dining Series. I'm your host, Nicole Gaffney, and we're here today at the Easton Public Market with St. Luke's University Health Network, where we're joining together doctors and chefs to create healthy new menu options to be featured at their restaurants. Joining me in the kitchen today is Chef Patrick Feury and Chef Feury Palazzo of The Common, along with Dr. Christy Block. Welcome.
Thanks so much.
Great to have all of you guys here today. We are in the Easton Public Market, so there's a lot of noise going on. It's bustling out there. It's lunchtime. Everybody's having a great time out there. But what are we going to be making today here in our kitchen?
Well, we got two dishes. Chef Lucio, he's got the a chicken he's going to show, the marinade with a really fun polenta. We also have a vegetarian farro salad.
Beautiful. Let's get started.
Okay.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sear off a little bit of a chicken, because that's going to be the first thing we're going to want to get going.
Okay.
So what we have here is we have a chicken breast, and we have a chicken leg and thigh.
All right.
So this is from a organic air-chilled chicken, so it's a very nice, high-quality chicken. Like, we really stand behind this product. And it's a little bit of a simple marinade. So I made a little marinade from just paprika, fennel seed, and black pepper, and a little bit of cumin, and it's all just ground up with a little bit of olive oil. So we're gonna have a hot pan.
Now, you have two kids at home, so I imagine you cook a lot of chicken.
I do cook plenty of chicken at home, that's for sure. It sounds like this will have a little smoky taste to it.
Yeah, definitely, with the chili.
So nice medium heat. We're just gonna sear it on this side down. Skin side first. We're gonna get it a little bit crisped up, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip it over. We're gonna finish it in the oven. So it's like a 425-degree oven. Nice medium-high heat. Probably about, like, it's just going to take 20-25 minutes, because it's just like been taken off the bone already, like this.
All right, great. So while the chicken cooks, what are we going to work on next?
Okay, so we've got that chicken going, and then we're going to work on a little farro salad. Farro is like, it's basically almost organic, because no insects can actually attack it or eat it or anything like that anyway. So it's a very ancient grain from Rome, just outside Rome, but it's a beautiful thing. And it's going to be almost kind of similar to like a risotto. We're going to make it that way.
Nice.
So what we're going to do is take just like you would either risotto or a rice pilaf that way, and grab a little bit of oil there.
Olive oil?
Yeah. So we can actually do it like just in a small pan as well. It depends on how many people you have, but it cooks very, very quickly. And we got here a little bit of
onion and garlic.
onion garlic.
Nice.
Just like you would make either a risotto or a pilaf.
Okay.
Get that going. I like to get them a little translucent.
I love once garlic and onion hit a hot pan, the smell.
Yeah, the smell just comes right at you. It's
It's the
great.
best.
So we get that going. And again, like as it kind of changes flavor, it gets a little bit more fun and nutty. And these.
So this
these
is
are
just
pretty
the raw
Yep.
farro.
It
Have you
almost
ever
looks
cooked this before?
Yeah, it almost looks like barley.
Mm.
But yep. You can find that, but it's going to be.
Yeah.
So we got this. I'm going to saute this out.
So you're kind of toasting it a little bit.
Yeah, getting it coated actually.
Yeah.
All that oil, the olive oil in there, and that flavor, and take it from there. And then we're going to use a vegetable stock for this, because we want to keep the entire.
Keep it vegetarian.
Yep, absolutely.
Nice. And you make all of your stocks in-house?
Yeah,
always, right?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I'm just using great ingredients. So we let that cook out completely, and we let it cook just like a rice.
So it doesn't have to be constantly stirred like a typical risotto?
No. But
Nice.
you do want to get it to
That's
like
great.
a good rolling boil.
Great for a working
little
mom like
easier.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you can just kind of set it and forget
Exactly.
it.
So while we're working the chicken, what we're going to do is we're going to start working our polenta next.
Nice.
So you can do this ahead of time. So essentially you're going to make a polenta. So we're using this really cool polenta from one of our farmers, Green Meadow Farm in
nice.
Gap. It's called a Floriani corn. So it's like an heirloom, old varietal of corn that they grind in-house. They grind it a little bit coarse, so it makes a really good polenta.
So is that the finished polenta there?
This is the finished polenta right
I
here.
thought it was scrapple.
It does look like that. Scrap it. Yeah.
It does.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a little bit of water.
Now, are your kids picky eaters, or do they like to eat a little bit of everything?
My kids really do like to eat a little bit of everything.
That's
Thankfully,
great.
they're not too picky, so
Yeah.
it makes life a whole lot easier.
Definitely.
That's for sure.
What kind of stuff do you like to cook at home?
A pretty broad variety of everything. So, I mean, on a quick kind of weeknight meal,
Right.
like you said, a lot of chicken.
Yeah.
Like a good quick chicken dish is always
Just like
a hit.
easy 30-minute meals.
Exactly. Anything where I can get, some good veggies into them.
For sure.
Sometimes I'll throw a quick salad together so they can get munching, but while I'm still cooking a
Right,
meal.
that always helps.
Or like some cut up fruit, throw it out on the table while I'm still prepping everything.
Nice.
Just to get everybody
Fill them up
munching
on their
something
veggies
healthy
first.
first.
Yeah, exactly. That's smart.
So what Chef Patrick did here is he flipped the chicken, so we got nice and crispy on the one side.
That looks
We're just
delicious.
going to finish it in the oven. It's super easy.
Great.
Just going to throw it right in.
I'm Dr. Christy Block, and I'm a family doctor at St. Luke's. A family doctor is a doctor that can take care of everyone, from little babies on to the geriatric population. So we do a little bit of everything. In a given day, I might see a brand new baby, some school-age kids, some men and women who are maybe in their early parenting years, and some older folks. So it's typical to see even, you know, three generations of the same family at our practice.
How long do you let it marinate for?
We usually do it. We do it like maybe the night before.
Okay.
You know,
It's almost 24 hours.
And we're going to let this boil for a second here, real quick. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take a pan. I'm going to show you the base of the sauce for this, which is a Romesco sauce.
Oh, I love Romesco.
Me too.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to toast our ingredients. So we have a food processor.
Okay.
So we're going to throw in a little bit of hazelnut and a little bit of almonds. We're going to toast these right in the pan. So nice hot pan. So we're going to keep it moving. So we don't want them to burn, but a little bit of char is okay because that's going to really bring out the flavor.
Yeah.
And you can smell it. It's like nice and like fragrant.
Yes, absolutely.
It's really important to do this step, right? Toasting the nuts and bringing out all the flavor.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this to a food processor.
Gosh, you guys have every single burner going right now. It's like being in a professional
Yes,
kitchen.
this is impressive.
Or a campfire.
This is more burners than I'm typically using in my house, we'll say.
And what we're going to do is we're going to toast a little bit of these chilies. So this is a chipotle chili.
Oh, nice. So yeah, really kind of carrying through that smoky flavor like
Yeah.
you mentioned earlier.
And this here is an ancho chili. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the stem off of this.
Okay.
That's a little bitter, but the rest of it is okay. So this will be a little bit spicy. If you wanted to make it not spicy, you could take the seeds out, kind of like this.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, and that pretty much goes for any chili.
Are anchos a pretty spicy chili pepper?
They're pretty mild, but
Yeah.
still, like everybody has different heat preferences,
Right.
so they can just vary a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give these a little press.
And you always do this in a dry pan? You have
Yeah,
no oil or anything?
with the chilies, I like to do it in a dry pan. The pan's actually like kind of hot, so it could like actually wind up burning the oil just a little bit.
Wow, you can already smell them.
Yeah, you
They
can.
really hit you in the nose.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these off.
Tell me a little bit about what Romesco is.
So Romesco is just like a Spanish nut-based sauce. So really any, it's usually nuts, tomatoes, red peppers. Sometimes it's thickened with bread, but this one is gluten-free. So one of the nice things about about this dish that we're making today is this is a gluten-free dish, and the other dish that we're making has like farro, which is an ancient grain. So though it contains some gluten, it's a much healthier grain for you.
Right, it's not processed.
I'm just going to char a little bit of tomato as well.
Nice. So you're just doing all of these different ingredients in batches to kind of char them all up. Could you do them all at the same time in a big pan if you wanted
definitely
to?
could.
Yeah.
What we do at the restaurants, we have a big grill. We just
Yeah,
do it all on
right.
the grill.
Yeah.
And it makes it super easy.
All about saving the time.
Yeah, exactly.
There are both of these recipes featured on your menu at the Common right
There
now.
are.
Awesome.
Oh, fantastic.
Cool. And now, so our water's boiling for our polenta. So what we're going to do is we're just going to slowly add this in like kind of like a steady stream,
Okay.
because we don't want it to thicken in clumps.
All right. So you're just doing a little bit at a
So
time.
I'm doing a
while you
little bit at a
stir.
time. I'm stirring. Pretty much you're going to be stirring mostly the whole way. But what's nice about this is that you could do this totally ahead of time. In fact, because you're making little polenta cakes, you would be doing it ahead of time.
Sure.
And your ratio is about 4 parts water to 1 part of the polenta.
All right. That's good to know. You can hear these tomatoes. They're really talking to
They're
us.
sizzling away here.
So simultaneously, I'm going to work on a little bit of the garnish for the farro.
Okay.
You want like a nice hot pan.
All right. That's definitely a hot
super
pan.
hot. And that's one thing is I always talk
hot?
about is like really, you know, not being scared to get something hot, because it's what happens is as soon as you put product in there, it cools the pan down itself.
Right.
Just be careful.
So just get it in.
Yeah.
Okay, so doctor, if you want to keep just stirring this, the polenta.
Sure, you got it.
And how long did you say this takes to really firm up?
This probably takes about 45 minutes to cook because the grains really have to expand.
Okay.
And then it'll firm up pretty quickly. You could do it an hour or two before dinner and they'll be ready to go. But it's so much easier to just do it like the day before or the morning of or something. Luckily, we brought a couple that are ready to go.
Perfect. Now, do you have to keep stirring for that full 45 minutes?
No, you don't. I think like it's important to stir it first so that the grains start to like expand. And then you just want to go back to it every once in a while just to make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom and start to burn.
Okay, nice.
The real blessing of family medicine is that I get to know my patients really well. So they come back to see me time and time again. So I get to know these patients for a long time. I've had the joy of seeing some of my patients grow up from children to young adults over the course of my practice here in the Lehigh Valley area. So it's been really wonderful seeing some of the young kids I took care of now finish up college and become young adults and see them develop over time.
Christy, what do you do in your spare time when you're not raising 2 children, working as a doctor full-time, and cooking?
I'd say a lot of the time I'm sort of driving the mom taxi
Sure.
around sort of, between all the kids' activities, which I enjoy a lot too. You know, watching my son play baseball.
A lot of sports.
My daughter does dance.
Yep.
We do Girl Scouts, things like
Nice.
that. But we also, we love going to like Penn State football games.
Awesome.
We love the Iron Pigs locally
Yes,
here in the Valley.
that's great.
So we really, sporting events are one thing that we can all kind of go to together and enjoy. So that's always really fun for us too.
Absolutely.
So doctor, you want to do a little bit of cheese grating?
I'd love to, sure.
So here we're gonna actually.
So this is the cooked.
This is the cooked farro. It's just steam.
You guys love your hot pans.
Oh yeah.
A little facial.
And you know what's nice is
Yeah.
this is the pan that I use to cook the mushrooms in.
Oh,
We're using
nice.
it,
You've got
and
all that
actually get that
fond in
fond
there.
on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take the cooked farro. Okay, that looks great. Thank you very much.
Got it. Do you need any more? Or
No, that's
we're
perfect.
good for now?
Thank you.
Got it, of course.
Did you like your duty back?
Sure, I will. I take
I'll let
pride
you do
in
the
my
honors.
stirring over here.
So we're just cooking this out now. It's over here. Okay. What's nice about this is that you can either, I like to cook the mushrooms right in with the farro itself, and like kind of let the flavors
Meld together.
melt together, and
Yeah.
then we have a nice raw garnish on top, which is really nice about it. Have that contrast.
Perfect.
Of crunch and
yeah.
raw.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start grilling up the polenta squares.
Nice.
So I'm just going to do a little drizzle of olive oil. The polenta also will be finished with olive oil and cheese. We don't add butter because the butter adds a little bit of water to the mixture,
Oh,
and it
okay.
doesn't firm up as nicely.
All right. So you're gonna get this kind of crispy on the outside.
Yeah, exactly. And it'll actually get like, ideally some little like grill marks and stuff. It'll look really nice, but be really nice and crispy.
It's a nice side dish idea for summertime. I feel like I always go to the same usual suspects.
Yeah.
Okay. We got,
So those are beautifully caramelized.
yeah. And it's just like anything else, like, you know, even creminis, like, which are baby portobellas, or, you know, even a button mushroom, get a nice good sear on those, and they just kind of balloon, like,
Just
they
pop.
taste like expensive mushrooms.
Yeah. Which is always nice.
Yeah. So I like to mix this in here. All right. And then Parmesan and everything tastes good.
Nice.
Here. All right.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go forward to our next step here. So this dish usually what we do is we give it a nice amount of healthy greens. And so actually, doctor, you can help me with this. If you want to just take the stem
You got it.
off of some of this Swiss chard.
There you
So
go.
I'll give you a little pile here.
Now is that gonna go into the Romesco?
So this right here is for the, this is to garnish the dish.
Okay.
So this is just, this is a nice Swiss chard. It comes from the same farm that brings us the polenta. The
Oh,
Swiss
really?
chard is like one of the first greens of spring. It's kind of
Right.
like our transition from winter into spring. What we're going to do is we're going to stick a little bit of olive oil in. Chef Patrick, would you like to add some garlic?
Sure.
Then we're going to go right in with the
Gotta
greens.
go right in, ready?
Yep.
Okay. I'm in hot.
I'm going to take it off. And so it is a hot pan, but once again, you're adding cold product right to it.
So you're cooling the pan off.
Yeah, exactly. So a little bit of salt.
I feel like we're really in your kitchen at the Common right now. You guys are just
Looks like it.
doing your thing, all
Yeah.
the flames going at once.
We're going to get hired as sous chefs any day now, I think.
Definitely, definitely.
And
Well,
what I brought was I brought a little bit of chili oil. So this is like our secret chili oil.
oh,
And we use up to
Wow.
5 different types of dried chilies
Really?
to make this chili oil. And we use this for our chicken wings as well as like a bunch of other stuff. So it's going to be like a spicy sautéed green. And we actually do this in the wok at the Common.
oh, that's
great.
So
delicious.
get some of that nice char from the
Yeah.
wok.
So this is wilting pretty easy, nice. And so once you get it going, it actually kind of heats itself up, so you don't have to go
Actually,
too
yeah.
far.
Yeah.
And it is tender enough. There's some grains that you want to go further, and but this one we're gonna let sit right there. Kind
Yeah,
of
that's looking pretty good.
melt itself down.
Well, that's wonderful. Oh, that looks great.
Yeah.
It smells really good too.
So my experience with St. Luke's has been just overwhelmingly positive. There are so many great supports within the network, great doctors to refer to, great services within the network, and we've just, at my practice, we felt very supported since we've joined, so we're very happy to be here. I would say that St. Luke's is a network that really cares about its patients and its doctors and its staff. St. Luke's really cares about everyone together, and that's really what brought me here the most.
So chicken's almost done. We have the process. We have all the ingredients in the food processor, and then the puree itself.
So this is what it looks like when we're done.
Nice. So you just blend
we
that all
essentially
together.
just blend it all together. We hit it with olive oil until it's nice and creamy. So we've got our greens.
Delicious.
We'll check on the chicken.
Yep.
Oh, that looks
Oh,
great.
very
Yeah,
Very nice.
Beautiful. We're gonna work on plating our 2 dishes here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna throw a little butter in there just to kind of finish out the creaminess of it. A little bit of the garnish that's inside itself. Finish it out with that. A little bit of dill.
Oh, what do we have
Just
here?
a nice herb
Is that an herb butter?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
And it's got also there.
That's a quenelle,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Great technique.
Yep.
Oh, I love this
Yeah.
pop of color. Look at this.
Oh,
Those
that
purple
looks beautiful.
radishes. And even more
Nice
dill. Nice. You always make your food look so pretty. Because, I mean, it's a very brown dish with the
Yeah.
farro
Right.
and the mushrooms,
Sure.
but you just
You got
really...
that like earthy flavor on the bottom and then the real fresh
Yeah.
sort of
Right.
stuff on the
That
top.
looks
Yeah.
great.
That
All
looks
right, now let's go look at the
fantastic.
Here we
chicken.
So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with our polenta cake. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to put the greens over the polenta cake. First we're going to do the sauce. So what I like to do is just do like a little kind of like swipe of the sauce. It's a pretty strong, kind of spicy, slightly acidic sauce. So we're going to do a little swipe. Some of our spicy greens right over the polenta. This would actually be a really good vegetarian side dish too.
Definitely.
Without the chicken, just as is. Grab our chicken. So, we've got our leg. We've got our breast.
You can hear the crispy skin when you pick them up. I love that.
So I like to do just like one diagonal cut on the chicken.
Now, does the dish typically get served with both pieces of chicken?
It does.
Yep.
Wow, that's a
Wow.
really nice size
Yeah.
portion.
So it is, half.
So we have is a little bit of the,
Nice.
the breast, and then we just take the leg, cut it right at the joint between the drumstick and the thigh, and we are going to garnish just some pea tendrils. You can really use any just nice fresh looking green.
These are 2 beautiful dishes. I bet they're
Absolutely.
going to taste just as good as they look. These both look so good. I don't even know where to start. So let's see. I'll let you get started with the farro,
Okay.
and then I'm just going to get into this chicken.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Excuse me.
Oh, that was delicious. Oh, fantastic.
Wow. Come on in here. You can have some too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
going to
Spread out.
box you out there. Here, why don't we switch?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
trade here.
Let's see. Get some of these
Get a
mushrooms.
little of
The
that.
thigh's my favorite part, for sure.
This
sauce.
All right.
Fantastic.
You have to
Can't
try the
forget
chicken.
greens, yeah.
Love those earthy
What's your
mushrooms.
verdict here?
Oh man, that's good.
And that herb butter. The herb butter
chicken.
kind of makes the whole dish, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit of that Romesco sauce on there.
I love the mushrooms.
I love the pop of dill too. It really, really
That
brings it,
polenta.
brings out like a really nice freshness in it. Isn't that good?
Oh, that's
No.
fantastic. Really delicious.
That's a recipe you need to make at home
Yes.
for sure, right?
We check the.
This one's going to work into the repertoire.
Yeah, you have
It's
to try
super
some of
easy.
that.
Yeah, I think I could do that.
Sorry.
It's definitely not
I
bad.
don't know if I can make the plate quite as fancy, but I'm going to do my best.
Definitely. Maybe not on a weeknight, but on a weekend
Yes,
when
a
you have a
weekend.
little
This
bit
is
more
more of a
time to
weekend
play
meal for
with.
me.
You can do it on the grill too in the summer.
Yeah,
She
that's
did.
a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Polenta and the
Yeah,
greens
terrific.
can be a dish on their own.
Yeah, I love it.
They're really
I love
fun,
it. You guys do such a great job over
Thank
at
you.
Common.
Thank you.
Thank you
Every
very
time
much.
you're here, you knock it out of the park. And Christy, it was so great to have you on the show.
Thank you so much. It was so
representing
nice
St.
meeting
Louis.
everyone.
Yes.
Thank you
Thank you
so
very much.
much.
Thank you.
Really,
Very
it was
nice
a pleasure
meeting you.
cooking with you.
I had a
of
great
course.
time as well.
Thank you so much.
I want to get back into this chicken now. I don't know about you guys.
Doing the show with you and Stephen Horn and the whole crew, it's always been the same thing. It's been an amazing experience and been just kind of a family experience. And you know, it's really, really easy to go through the process of the whole show and to have it easy to do, like across the board. Whether it's the talking about the food or actually the subjects of the food is such a great thing. Really love doing it.
I've done a few different shows. It's my first time doing this one, and you guys knock it out of the park. Everything's so well organized. You make it super easy. It's a lot of fun. It's nice to just come on and cook and just talk about the food, and it's you know, it's one of those things that makes it a fun time to be a chef.
Is that an island?